be a few seconds. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and good night wherever you're watching in the world, and welcome back to Speed Force Racing. We are here at Silverstone for the returning worldwide celebration, that is GP3. I'm your usual host, ShallowAnswer29, but standing in for Energy Dan this week is SAF1, Nadeem. How are you doing, sir?
I'm very well, mate. Thanks for having me on. My first time commentating on the worldwide celebration that is GP3, so very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's gonna. I think it is bound to be an exciting race. I think, obviously, we know that the Hasses are obviously basically are pretty much the strongest of the grid, but there are still some talented drivers in this division, and I'm promising you will be in for a treat, mate.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I know the two Haas guys, they seem to be on another level, but
yeah.
the competition is very close, so I'm sure there'll be a lot of battles tonight. So
yeah, I think there will be.
Fun.
Now, let's kick this all off with the drivers' standings. Well, with the standings starting out with the drivers. Rage Hunter, despite finishing sixth place last week, still leads the way on 100. Well, has a 12-point lead over his teammate Calvin. Martin maintains third with another podium with the Slayer dropping down to fourth. Dr. Special Energy, after his win last week, moves into the top 5 on 84 points. Maintaining a relatively not comfortable, but a sizable enough lead over Xander in 6th place, with iReg and Hooky not far off behind, with J Sarge and Trilla Grilla rounding out the top 10, with Maggi in 11th, Oliver in 12th on 30 points, Vladimir in 13th on 26, with Sarge on 25, JD Calais on 22 points, with the Spit Dog on 15, and the bottom 4 of Skardams, Gogs, Ryan Van Doom and Tom Seabrook all yet to score points. Now, let's get into the equally tasty stuff, that is the constructors. Haas, as we know, running away with it on 336. Red Bull maintaining their hold on 2nd place. Mercedes dropping down into third under a significant decline since Omeg's left for GP2. AlphaTauri, after Dr. Special Energy's win, move above Alfa Romeo to go into 4th, with Renault not far off on 109. In 7th place, you've got Ferrari on 61, Racing Point on 44, McLaren going into 9th on 15, and rock bottom, an absolute fall from grace from Williams, who were the champions in the Constructors last season, are now rock bottom on only 12 points. Now Nadeem, your thoughts on Silverstone?
Yeah, Silverstone is, I think it's one of those tracks that I think all drivers really enjoy. Like, it's such a fast-flowing track, and it's gonna be tough. There might be some DRS terrains, but yeah, I think it's gonna be really tight, because I mean, the circuit isn't that long. Like, the lap should be about the 1 minute 25, so you might see lap times under 124 today. So yeah, like, I think there'll be some really good battles at today's track.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really exciting race, because for me, it's one of my, as a driver, it's one of my favourite tracks to go around. Not because it's my home circuit. Obviously, it's going to mean a lot more, but
yep.
It's like Brazil, but not as flowy, but still a very nice track at the same time.
Yeah, I think Silverstone's one of those tracks that if you give a lap up, like, it feels really good, especially coming out of Sector 2 maggots and pickets.
Yeah.
If you can nail those those corners, it's so satisfying, and yeah. So putting a lap together, it's really rewarding, I think. So yeah, it's just it's a classic. I mean, it's been on the calendar from the start. So it's just one of those tracks. It's on everyone's favorite list.
All right. Now we're just waiting for the admins to give the GP3 admins to give the drivers the all clear to get started. People watching, thank you very much. So only 2 drivers have readied up so far.
Yeah.
Considering it's gone 36 past 7, I think we ought to get going relatively soon, but it will happen in a few moments' time. But anyway.
Yeah, I think the last driver just joined now. As I see, we're full in the lobby, so I'm sure. Yeah, as I say that, it looks like the drivers are heading up. Yeah, seems like we have a full grid as well tonight, which is always good.
Full grid.
Yeah.
The things you love to see.
Yeah. Should make
the drivers all about to let loose. Sorry.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
One thing to keep in mind with today's race is the weather could play a big role as well. I think ever since the new patch has come out, I've seen a lot more wet races at Silverstone, so rain could play effect. Yeah, I'm sure you know, like in those fully wet conditions, it's quite tricky to control the car.
Yeah, it's quite a tricky one to get around. Oh, it's a dry quali.
Okay.
It says 1 lap out of 3 for whatever reason. I think. Oh, never mind. We've got the quali time up. Classic Codemasters. Always, every patch they make, they always the game always gets worse.
Yeah, I mean, we always think it's about to fix something, but then somehow it always seems to manage to find a new glitch. So,
yeah,
I mean, kudos to them for finding new ways to create problems. I think that's one thing people are shouting out for the new game is to have dedicated online servers, just to have like more stability on the online and league racing scene. I think we have our first few drivers out.
Yeah, the first few drivers are coming out, and the first one, I think it's. Let me look. It looks as though Calvin, second in the championship, is the first driver out on track. Now, what can we expect from the GP3 field in terms of times, do you think?
Since it's a dry quali, I can definitely see it's gonna be in the low 125s. I think we could definitely see times in the high to mid 124s. I think anything low 124s is gonna be super quick. So yeah, I think if you at mid to low 124s, I think you'll probably see yourself definitely in the top few rows for the race.
Yeah, I think it's going to be I think I can definitely see them going up into the low 25s and the high 125s actually, and possibly, sorry, and possibly, if they're fast enough, they could break the 104s. I mean, as deluded as I sound, I think it's a very raw possibility to see that all happen.
Yeah, and I think especially the two ice drivers, I think those are definitely the favorites for today. So who knows, they might even do slipstream with each other, and that could even give them an extra 1 or 2 tenths. So
yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a slowing Red Bull in the far lane, and that's Hooky. But first man to start off his lap is Calvin. Remember, championship contender with 2 wins to his name this season. He's looking to get to close down on Rage Hunter. Well, close down on Rage Hunter for that championship lead. By getting that win here today, I think he's going to be one of the strongest out on track. But, without sounding biased, but, again, strong field, anything can happen.
I think we're there's two ice guys, like they've been in a class of their own, so it's gonna be a close battle between them. I think either way, like the gap's shifting so much recently. So
the battle between the two Hasses this season, I've got Hamilton and Rosberg from 2014 to 2016 written all over it.
Yeah, could we see maybe some tensions getting a bit, maybe like lines being crossed, or just some incident between the two? I mean, we know they're very clean drivers, but I mean, if you're in the title fight, I mean...
Here comes Calvin coming across the line, 125.3. Rage Hunter, I have been proven right on my theory. Goes into provisional pole for 124. The Spit Dog goes into third with a 125.5. Bossy goes into fourth on 125.9. Maggi into fifth with 2 seconds, well, 2.7 off. Rage Hunter with a 120.0, that's 27.0, that's on mediums. Hooky up into fourth, the fastest of the medium runners so far. And Vladimir comes across the line to do a 127.4. I mean, the pace difference, aside from Rage Hunter, I think the pace difference between GP4 and the midfield, possibly even the midfield of GP3, I think there shouldn't be that much difference. But, so back to the main topic at hand and focusing on, before we get to him. Oh. Irech goes into third! What about Dr. Special Energy, his teammate, who won in Austria last week, remember? Here he comes. Looking to build on it, goes into fourth with a 125.3. Another solid start for the Alpha Tauris.
Yeah, it looks like we got some teams in unison, so it's the two Asses, 1 and 2, and then we got the Alpha Tauris 3, 4, so it looks like the Alpha Tauris is trying to give the Ass maybe a bit of a run for the money.
Ooh, I mean, honestly, anything for a bit of competition, mate. But the Alpha Tauris have been really solid all season, and I think I can see them building on their momentum right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Coming across the line, I think there's an Alfa Romeo, but it's not J Sarge. I think it's Slayer about to start off his lap. Both Mercs coming into the pits, but here comes J Sarge. Another one who had flashes who performed brilliantly in Austria last week. He comes across to the last 2 corners. He's about to pull off a... Ooh, sorry about that, I think I forgot to put the telemetry up. No, not the telemetry, the lap data. He goes into P8 with a 125.9.
Solid lap from J Sarge.
Yeah.
I think we got Xander. I think Xander's finishing up his lap. Let's see whether our fellow South African can go.
125.3 with Zander. Very good from him. Into P5 he goes behind the 2 AlphaTauris and the 2 Hasses.
That seems like the midfield group seems quite closely matched. I think we could definitely see some very tight battle. I think what's interesting for me is there's quite a few people who's on the medium tires. There's quite a lot more than I anticipated.
Yeah, the 2 Red Bulls have actually been trying that out with Martin in 7th, Cookie in 8th. It makes me curious to think like what they're going to go on, as Rage Hunter obviously gets the fastest lap as you've seen on the screen.
Yeah, I think Martin will definitely be happy starting.
7th.
Yeah, Martin will definitely be happy starting P7, C7, P8 or the mediums. That's quite a respectable time, but I think times are really going to come in fast and furious now, so it's going to be difficult to stay in the top 10 on mediums.
Yeah, I think. Scar Adams, one of those yet to score a point this season, is about to come across the line to pull off a, wait for it, 136, 128.0. Slowest out the runners, everyone has set out a lap so far, but Sozenpat, I think he's either a reserve or a new full-time driver, but he's about to come across the last 2 corners of the track.
It seems like he's on a good lap, eh?
Yeah, it looks promising for the newcomer in the Mercedes. Coming across the line to pull off a 125.4 into P6. Promising start for the newcomer.
Yep, very good banker lap for Sozenpat.
Yeah.
Sorry, my pronunciation is terrible. Yeah, but I mean, if you look at the gap from iReg in P3 to about Martin in P9, it's only about like 3 and a bit 10, so I mean, it's really close to packing those midfield battle. Looks like we have a Rage on his second lap, on his second flying lap.
Yeah, we're on board of Dineji.
Dineji, another one doing his lap on the medium tire.
Yeah, I think he's the nearest one to set a lap, I believe, but he's on the mediums though, which is a bit of a risk as he gets some slipstream off his teammate.
Good bit of teamwork there from the 2 Ferrari guys.
Yeah, that was really good. Dineji comes across. A little bit slower, I mean, he is on medium, so we have to bear that in mind, but he comes across the track. He's about to pull off a 126.8 into P14. He goes.
Tom, looks like Rage Hunter's coming up and he's 3 tenths up already on his second sector, so this could be a stomping lap from Rage.
It's going to be disgustingly murderous if he ends up. Did you see? He snapped on the last 2 corners, but he still beats his time by under 10. So 124.6 for Rage Hunter.
Yeah, he had a bit of a snap coming out of that last corner, and then as he hit that curve, he had another bit. So I think he was up 3.5 tenths, so there's definitely at least 2 tenths still to find there. But nevertheless, like, great lap from Rage. It's gonna take some doing to be beaten.
Yellow flag in sector 2, and we know there's a Renault slowing up. I think that's probably no, it's not Maggi. That's probably Zander who's on an outlap trying to get out of the way for those that are on a faster run.
Yeah, let's see. Kelvin is 2 tenths up on his second sector, so can he improve? It's gonna be tight if he can beat the register.
He's right behind Todd Oliver, who's about to come across the last 2 corners. Ferrari man comes across. Goes into third with 125.8. Calvin goes into provisional pole by a few thousandths of a second above Rage Hunter. Wow.
What the lap from Calvin. Look how closely matched it is between those two Haas teammates.
Wow.
I mean,
it's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. And special shout out to Oliver and P3. It's a great lap to get in front of those Alpha Tauris.
Ooh, Joe Sarge getting a bit close for comfort there. Oh, and he spins! Joe Sarge loses it into turn one and spins out. Comes across the track. That's a bit dangerous because there's a Mercedes coming by.
Oof,
just out the way. Thank goodness for that.
Yeah, that's so easily done in that first corner because you're trying to cut it as much as possible, but yeah, you really need to be going flat out to get the most out of the corner, and if you just get it at the wrong angle, it's easy to.
Martin, 125.2.
Sanders retires. I'm not sure if he retired on track or made a mistake on
that. Oh yeah, he's gone off. Massive disaster for Zander. As you can see, we're on board with Vladimir. His teammate goes right off as he's on an outlap. But we're on board with Vladimir now, coming into the S's. Not coming out of the S's, onto the hangar straight. Vladimir coming towards the last few corners of the track. He's about to pull up a 120.26.2. Down in P14 he goes. It's Matt G in the Renault. Pretty far down. He does a 120. He's 3 temps up on his best already and validates.
No, that's enough.
Disaster for Matt G. Sky Adams goes up into 7th of a 125.3 on mediums.
Great lap for Sky Adams.
Oh, it was.
I mean, considering he hasn't scored any points this season, I think that you can be more than happy with that lap.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, but can he make it back maybe for another lap? It's gonna be a bit tight, but yeah. It looks like most of the drivers have opted to start on the softs or qualified on the softs, apart from Sky Adams, but once again, great lap.
Zozapan just invalidated there. Bossy Gaming. Oh! He's lagged out. Yeah, his connection, he's lagging all over the shot. There he comes.
I'm not sure what his sector split was because it does seem a bit laggy, but let's see if we can maybe crack into the top 10 at least.
Yeah. Oh, he's pitted? Oh, he's left the session.
He's left the session. Must be his connection, I think.
Yeah, his connection.
Yeah, I think most of the drivers are going to be coming out now, so times are really going to be coming in thick and fast as we enter the final few minutes of quali.
Yeah.
So if it was up to you, what would you think is going to be getting pole with 2 minutes to go?
That's a hard one. I think toe passes are going to be incredibly hard to catch, as we know, but we can't count off anyone just yet, as Dr. Special Energy has started his second, probably his last run of this qualifying session.
Yeah, I think that the two Alfa Tauris, I think they know they can improve, and at least I think they're aiming for that second row lockout at least. So I think that's definitely the goal for the two.
Yeah, I think
we have the Slayers who's closest to finishing lap. He's coming up now in the third sector. He's 5/10 up
Ooh.
on his current laps, which will put him right up there in contention in the top 3. So could he maybe join in on the fun?
Possibly. But Dr. Special Energy 3/10 down. I think he's probably either going to come into the pit or.
And the Slayer does go P3, cracks into the 124.
He's going for another run. Sorry. Good lap, Slayer. Now, SFR Oliver on his second run in the Ferrari. Can he actually close up on the two Hasses? Coming out of sector 1. All DRS to his advantage. He's only a few thousandths up on his best time.
Yeah, I think Oliver will definitely looking to get in those 124s. And I think he only did the one qualifying lap, so there's definitely time to be gained.
Yeah. Ooh. Oliver taking a very wide line going into the corner straight forward. Maggots and Beckett. Oh, he takes a very wide line. That could compromise him a little bit. Yeah, he's a 10th down. I don't know if he's going to actually close up on Rage, Slayer and Calvin.
Yeah, he's about dead even. I mean, yeah, it's the last sector, so can he maybe just get his last few tenths out? Let's see if we can maybe improve.
Yeah. Oh, Dr. Special Energy has given up. He's going to start coming to the pit. But here comes iReg coming across the line. Oliver unable to beat his time. Hooky going into third.
Great
lap. Random 7, Martin 5th. iReg goes into 5th.
Slayer goes in. A Rage Hunter though. A Rage Hunter coming to the final sector.
Calvin's
1/10 up so far.
it.
Keep an eye on the Rage Hunter, Tom. He's on the. He's doing about 10th coming to the final sector.
Yeah, I can see it being really good. I'm excited to see how Rage does. Here he comes. Coming across the line to pull off a 124.1. Wow!
What the
These guys are insane. Maggi goes into 10th.
What a lap from Rage.
What a lap. I think we're in for one hell of an exciting race here, ladies and gents.
That is an unreal lap from Rage. Almost 5/10 gap to his nearest rival. That is really Rage putting down a marker. And you have your top 10. Rage with almost a 5/10 gap, just over 4.5 tenths to Calvin. Just an amazing lap from Rage. Calvin could lap in second, Uki third, Slayer fourth, Spit Dog fifth, iRage 6th, Martin 7th, Oliver 8th, Ryan Van Doom 9th, Maggi 10th. We'll get the rest on the formation lap. But yeah, what a lap from Rage. We did say like we thought there could be lower 124s, but wow, great lap from. Because now we're just waiting for the drivers to pick their strategy and ready up. It does seem a bit cloudy.
It looks cloudy. Hopefully it's not going to be another race. But if it is, it's going to be open season.
Yeah, it could. Maybe the rain could come a bit late in the race, so that could maybe favor the guys starting on mediums, going a bit longer. it should be. It should make strategy a bit interesting to come to the end of the race.
Yeah. Here we come on the formation lap. As we will get the tire detail up on the screen.
Seems like everyone outside the top 10 is going on the alternate strategy except for Bossy Gaming, who seems to be going the soft. So
wow.
Yeah.
But the question is though, do you think the alternate strategy can actually work if it's a dry race?
Yeah, I definitely think it can work because if you can stay, if you're on the medium tire and you're behind the guys in the soft, and you can just stay in that DRS range, they can almost drag you along with them. And if you can just be in that range, and then eventually when the tires do fall off, that's when you can maybe make some progress. So I think if you can stay in that 1 second gap, that's really gonna be beneficial come to the end of the race where you're gonna be on that faster tire. But it's you're gonna have to push quite hard, because obviously those soft tires are gonna be at optimal level now at the start of the race.
Yeah, I hear you. I think cannot write out anybody though, even though the two Hasses are again 1 and 2. Yet again, I think it's going to be intriguing to see what happens down the field. But
special mention. Sorry, mate. As I say, special mention to Uki in P3. Like he's very much under the radar flew there, but it's a good lap from him as well.
Yeah, I think he's definitely coming into his own now with no assists on. I think it's a very hard thing to adjust to, but I think it's going to take time to get the hang of it. But when you do, I think you'll be reaping the rewards of it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I think you could definitely do it.
Yeah, it should be a good battle to see if we can keep up with the two Hasses in front.
Yeah.
So we just got the last racing points coming up to the back of the grid, so looks like we'll be starting in any second now.
Yeah. Here we go. Engine revs wise, we're waiting for the one, two, three, 4, 5 red lights. It's lights out, away we go! Sarge gets a drive through, but it's a fantastic start from Calvin, who goes alongside Rachel Hunter, who takes the lead going into turn 1. It's all pretty much spread out across the field. As there's a Williams going down the inside, it's Ryan Van Doom.
Ooh,
there's a McLaren round, and it's the Spit Dog. Spit Dog goes round, and there's a Mercedes, and it's Zozenpat. Absolute chaos on lap 1 already. As the leaderboard is all messed up. Hopefully it can get rearranged in the right order. Wow, what a start.
Yeah, I think that's just Bossy Gaming also at the back. It looks like he had some wing damage as well, so really unfortunate. But great start for Calvin. Did exactly what he needed to do and get the rage right at the start. So good start for Calvin.
Yeah, it was a good start.
J Sarge and Dr. Special Energy here fighting up to Mackenzie because this is going to be really tight.
Oh, it's too wide. Come on, keep it clean, boys. Oh, contact! I think there must be wing damage from Oliver. Yes, there is.
Oh, no.
Oh, disaster for Oliver again. It's all kicking off at the back. It's going to be hard to keep track of. And another thing that's not going to be hard to keep track of as Oliver goes wide out of the way. Oh, Janetti and Gogs make contact. Zander comes in, surges in. A lot of people coming into the pits as well. What a chaotic start to procedures.
Yeah, it was a bit chaotic. Yeah, I think Surge coming in for his drive-through. I think he jumped the start, but I think the rest probably might have some wing damage. So, yeah, that's really going to be tough for them to come back from here.
Ooh, Rage Hunters it's gone down into well, it's in second, but the leaderboard's telling me it's even fourth, which is a complete.
Yeah, I don't think Susan Bet is is first after pitting as well.
Classic Codemasters, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, they never failed to disappoint.
Nope. Good old Cody's. Now that EA are coming in, the next thing you know, you're going to have to pay £5.99 for a fresh set of
mate.
socks.
Mate, I'm really hoping like it's not like pay to go faster. I might be right at the back if that's the case.
Well, the battle for Peace, technically the battle for Peace 3 resumes with the Slayer right behind Hook, being chased down by Hooky and his Red Bull teammate Martin, with Ryan Van Doom doing very impressively up into P6. Could this be the day where he could actually get he could actually start turning a corner for the Williams team if he can keep this on track?
Yeah, I mean that's a good start to gaining 3 positions from the start. So yeah, the Williams guys haven't had the best of luck in the season, but we know Ryan is a really good driver, so we know he's more than capable of getting points today.
Oh, so I agree with that 100%. As Ireg is now on the back of Mad G, who hasn't had the best of starts, but it could have been so much worse.
Yeah, he's gained quite a bit. Ireg, unfortunately, he's dropped 2 places down, so that wasn't the best start for him. And we know that Alfa Tauri has a lot of pace in him, so he's definitely going to be trying and work his way up.
Now the battle for there's as you can see, J Sarge and Dr. Special Energy are fighting for P10 as Williams got off with his bossy gaming. Yeah, good spot.
No. It's going from bad to worse for the Williams driver.
Yeah, he's not having the best of days, unfortunately. There's Dr. Special Energy as full GRS on J Sarge, who comes into the last few corners now, stays behind him. Ireg fights, looking for a way past the Renault of Mad G. He's going to have to stay behind him for the moment, though.
Yeah.
As we go into the fourth lap of this race.
Yeah, one thing we know about Mad G is his defense is really solid. Like he will not buckle down if you are at the back of him. So I actually gonna have to make that move stick.
Yeah, I think he is a hard driver to pass. I'm gonna give him that, but is Ira's gonna do enough to close up?
We're flat on Geneji, just overtaking one to P12.
Yeah.
With the Merc drivers.
Now that battle for P8 is coming.
Oh, Martin's overtaken his teammate.
Ooh.
Martin's overtaken Hooky. He's dropped down another place to Ryan Van Doom. I'm not sure he made a mistake coming out the corner.
He must have gotten a bad corner out of that one. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, maybe being on all assist off, maybe just lost like the traction going out to the corner.
Yeah, it is a hard thing to manage with no assist.
Yeah. But Ryan Van Doom up another place, so that just shows you what
there's a yellow flag and it's bossy again. Sorry.
It's really not Bossy's day today.
No, it's not. But frustratingly, Dr. Special Energy cannot get past the top 10. Again, he's on an alternative strategy, remember, so it's going to be important for him to pick off as many cards as soon as possible if he's going to get a good result out of this. As J Sarge gets a 3-second penalty, which could help him out massively.
Yeah, J Sarge gets the unfortunate honor of being the first one to get the penalty, as Oliver joins him as well as we speak, so that's really not going to help Oliver towards the end.
This is like Oliver's day as well.
Yeah, and Suki is right on the back of Ryan Van Doom.
Hooky trying to get the inside line. Oh, he's trying to go around the outside. Hooky stays behind him. Good defending from Ryan Van Doom.
Yeah, placing his car just in the right spot to make it tough for Hockey. But as you can see, his lights is flashing, so that means his ERS is under 20%. So
yeah,
if Hockey has some
ERS, there's a Ferrari gone round, and it's
Gineji.
Gineji must have gone round, but he's going to go down to P15, which is not good for him at all. As the Williams comes into the pits. He's probably looking. It looks like he's going to retire from the session. Yes, he does. Okay. Round the outside. Can he get it done? No, not quite. Brilliant defending yet again from Ryan Van Doom. Wow.
Absolutely resolute defending from Ryan, just not making it easy for Hockey at all to get through. That is allowing Martin ahead though to get a bit ahead.
But the battle of the lead intensifies. Dr. Special Energy, his first 3-second penalty of this race. Wow, yeah,
looks like
I love this helicopter view.
Yeah, looks like the two Haas teammates have stretched out a bit of a lead, so looks like it's going to be the two Haas drivers once again going for the top spot.
Yeah, I think you can already tell that iReg is starting to run out of patience with Mad G.
Yeah, I mean you can see there's a bit of a train behind Mad G, quite a few cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, going up to about Dr. Special Energy from P7 to P11. Looks like there's a bit of a train coming up.
There is.
Ooh, Rage. The Rage is on Calvin.
Oh! Battle for the lead. The two Hasses yet again. No change for the moment.
Being spit over. Slayer sitting comfortably in P3, so I think he'll be happy having that gap to Martin. But Martin is closing up now, almost in that DRS range. So Martin has been catching those last few laps. It's iRage on Sky Adams. Looks like iRage has finally gotten Sky Adams. Then he moves himself up into P8, but Sky Adams is not letting go, and he actually goes up the inside.
Oh! Contact between Sky Adams and iReg. Oh! iReg has spot it! Oh no! He was doing so well to keep himself in the point scoring positions, and for now it looks like that good work has gone to waste.
Oh, that's so unlucky. He was doing so well, especially being on those medium tires, but that's just too eager on the throttle, unfortunately.
Yeah. Massive shame for Scar Adams. Another. It's all going wrong for McLaren this season. That's for sure. As both AlphaTauris are back in the point, but iReg gets a 3-second penalty, so that's both AlphaTauris with penalties, which could prove costly come the end of this race.
Yeah, I mean, looks like it just hasn't been the best race for the two AlphaTauris today. I mean, we know they have good pace, but just hasn't been the best start to the race today. Yeah, just gone a bit backwards.
Gineji 3-second penalty.
iRage on the back of Jay's Sarge, but just can't seem to make that move fast enough.
Oh, there's a racing point's gone off, and that's Sarge! Sarge has gone off! He gets a 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits, but there must have been contact between him and Gineji.
Yeah. Another Sarge, another one. The race hasn't been like the best for him. Starting off with the driver, so that's really unlucky. Unlucky to Sarge.
Yeah, it's not been his day at all.
I think the closest battle I think is Hockey and Ryan Van Doom. Hockey's still on the back of Ryan Van Doom. Just can't seem to get past the Williams driver at the moment.
That is true.
We have Rage and Calvin. Rage is right in the back of Calvin again. Can he get a good like slingshot out of Maggots and Beckett's? Looks like it's just a bit too far this time.
But yeah, I don't think there's going to be a move done. Not enough time for it.
But Hockey though. Hockey's right to the back of Ryan Van Doom again. Going to the outside this time.
I mean, they've been at it the race. Van Doom does come into the pit, so it's a. So do you think it's the right call to come in this early?
Yeah, I think the mediums is very durable at the track, so you can go towards the end. I think it kind of depends where you feed out, and if you get a bit of clear air, I think that's good. But if you're stuck behind traffic, and I think Hockey could jump in, because Hockey did seem to have a bit more pace than Ryan.
Yeah.
So it's gonna really depend where he comes out.
Yeah. Van Doom comes onto the mediums now, and that drops him down to P13. And one thing that's not changed though is the battle between the two leaders.
Could they be on the call together, just maybe saving is not battling too hard and just managing a gap to the Slayer? Could that maybe be a possibility, or do you think Rage is just thinking, nah, I want to get past here, I want this is my main rival?
That's a good question. I don't think Rage is good. The Slayer is going to muster up I don't think Slayer will be able to scrape a few seconds to catch up with the two Hatties. So I think he's going to be happy to hold on to where he is now, because he's got Martin right on the back of him. Alfa Romeo versus Red Bull. This is a battle for I think this is pretty much the battle for second place in the standings between them, Mercedes, who are starting to fall down the order, and Alpha Tauri. So it looks like a four-way battle for second place in the constructors, and it looks as though, unless someone comes into the fold late on, a two-way fight for the title between the two Hasses. But anything can happen.
Yeah, I think we're coming up to the stage now when the guys are going to be looking to maybe go towards the pitting, so we could see some more stops.
Places. The Doctor of the Special Energy up to P8 with Irish dropping down to 9th, and now he has an Alfa Romeo to chase down. It's the old battle from earlier from P10. Now it's a battle for P7, possibly P6, because they're not too far off Mad G.
Yeah, Mad G's just been doing his own race and just been keeping it consistent and it's staying out of trouble. So he's been doing a good job. But I think we're gonna see. I think that it's come to the point of the medium tires probably gonna start being the faster tires, so they probably will be on the back of Magic quite soon.
Yeah, all Bossy's left the session again.
Let's say that Dr. Special
down the inside of J Sarge. He's really hugging that inside curve, but he has to stay behind him. As Hooky. Oh! He goes down the inside of J Sarge. Oh, he gets a 3-second penalty for corner cut for multiple warnings.
That didn't work out as well as you hoped for.
Ooh, I think that was a bit too early for Dr. Special Energy. I'm not going to lie to you, but Rage, the Slayer, Mad G, and Hooky all in the pits. Wow. And now Calvin, he's in fresh air, and he can just pretty much go from there as he increases that 5-second gap to Martin.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a crucial lap now for Calvin, because Rage is going to be on those fresh mediums now, so he really needs to push on this in lap to cover off Rage, because I mean we know Rage has a really good pace in him. Just a quick note, Rage has to rejoin in P8 and he is in clear air, so I think that's
No! Dr. Special Energy is out! Massive accident coming out of what's the corner again? Safety car is out.
Safety car as well.
Not the massive shame for Dr. Special Energy, who won the race last week, who's also been looking to maintain some momentum going into this race. But he's gone from the highs of the win to the lows of being the second casualty of this race.
This is going to work out really well for the top two who's splitting now. They're really going to gain some good times. I think Calvin's definitely going to be the big winner in J Sarge as well. So it looks like the medium guys are coming in and maybe going to put on odds and go towards the end.
Yeah. I think this has actually come at a perfect time for both Martin and Calvin.
Yeah, no, look, they're coming out now, and I mean, where's Rage? Where's Rage? Yeah, no, looks like Martin is joined in front of Rage as well, so... Yeah.
Oh, Rage has actually come out ahead.
Rage just gets him.
Wow. Massive accident. Now, I think I've just pieced together exactly what happened as I've witnessed it. Basically, Dr. Special Energy was chasing down Sarge. Let me take a look.
Yep.
Hold on.
Yeah. I just got the end of that and I saw Dr. Special Energy in the wall.
Yeah.
But he was right at the back of Sarge, and I think he definitely had the faster pace.
He was... Basically, he went into cops. The car slightly snapped underneath him. He ended up losing control of the AlphaTauri, and then bang! Into the wall he went.
Oh.
Disaster.
Yeah, I think he must have just been a bit frustrated because he had a look coming at the end of the last lap at Sarge, which didn't work, so I think he was maybe getting a bit impatient and yeah, probably just a bit too eager to overtake, and unfortunately that's resulted in a big accident for him. From what I can see from positions gained, looks like Sarge is actually the biggest gainer today.
Yeah, he's had a really good race so far.
10 places up, but he does have a 3-second penalty which could hurt him come towards the end of the race.
Yeah, I think 14 laps on the hards, I think, should be enough to last you the whole race.
Yeah, it should be fine. I think for him, he's gonna have to hope those mediums go off towards the end of the race.
Yeah.
And then maybe he can take advantage. But like I said, the mediums is quite a durable tire. It can definitely do those laps. So I think it's gonna be tricky for him to go up. I think he's gonna have to be on the lookout for Hookie at the back, because we saw Hookie had good pace in the early stage of the race. So I think that's gonna be
has come into the pits. Hold on, he's gone into crush softs.
That's a interesting call. I think the softs is on the side and the mediums. Showings on the mediums. So we have a few drivers on the softs actually. So Cogs and P11, Sarge and Janeji choosing to go on the softs, which I mean they're going to be rapid at the beginning, but can those softs last till the end? That's going to be a different question. But they should have some good pace now, especially on this restart, on those fresh softs. I think depending on if Sazan Pat, man, I'm so bad at this. Sazan Pat catches up. I think we could do another lap.
Yeah.
Under the safety car. I mean, maybe just get up the warnings for the driver and see what they're on. So Calvin's on one warning, Rage is on the one as well. Martin's on 2, and then we got the Slayers on 1. So yeah, I think Martin needs to watch out, because one more warning and he will get another 3-second penalty. So he's gonna have to watch out on that.
Yeah, I think it's. Now, the question is, can Martin take to the challenge of the two Hasses? Because remember, the Hasses, they both were pulling away from the field during this, before the safety car period. And with a pretty close field behind them, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, Martin was showing some good pace when he got into the air. He was actually matching Calvin's pace when the Rage and the Slayer went in. So I think Martin is definitely someone you can't rule out for the win here.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna. So that should put like another interesting sprint to proceeding. It looks like the weather's remaining the same, so I don't think it's gonna rain today. So I think it will stay like this till the end. In your opinion, if you had to choose a driver you think is going to win today, who would you place your bet on? I know I'm putting you on the spot now.
I will not. I don't want to strike the commentator's curse, but you can't rule anybody out.
Yeah.
But it all comes down to how well you perform on the restart.
Yeah. Come on, mate, don't sit on the fence, bud.
Just keeping the field on his toes. Bunched them all up like a herd.
Yeah, I'm expecting Calvin to go in a second now. Let's see if we can catch the field napping.
Yeah. Safety car is in. Calvin gets an absolutely fantastic restart. Whereas Ray Hunter, not what he wanted at all, with Martin right on the back of him already. Oh, Ryan Van Doom overshot that one, but that gives the opportunity for J Sarge to go around the outside as he yellow flag, and there's a Renault off, and it's Zander. Damaged front wing. I don't know what happened to that caused that.
It just hasn't been Saunders day today. There's both restarts now that hasn't gone well for him.
No, it's a massive shame for him.
Yeah, but I mean that's a great start for Calvin already, pulling a 1 second gap to a Rage. I think that's as good as a restart as he could have hoped for.
Yeah. So I think
if you look back a few positions. Oh, sorry.
I think if Martin can keep hold of his penalties, I think he has every chance of coming out on top against Rage Hunter, because like you mentioned during the safety car period, he has matched Calvin's pace in clean air. Yeah. But it just comes down to keeping your discipline, keeping smart, and keeping in range.
Oh, Maggie's gone around. Office for Maggie.
Oh no, Maggie's gone off the track. Don't know what's caused it, as Oliver gets a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, no, I was on board and it looked like they were almost going 3 wide, and yeah. I think it was one of the racing points just tapped him from the back and he went for half a spin.
Yeah.
So just unlucky for Maggie. He drove so well in that first and to beat it.
Not what he wanted, but Sarge, after that driver is in the back into the races. But Zander is out of it.
Yeah, frustrating there for
Renault.
Yeah, frustrating there for the fellow South African.
Cookie tried to go down the inside side of J Sarge.
Yeah, I think Cookie needs to try and get him on, because he is on those fresher mediums now. So I think he should have the pace over J Sarge. But I mean, we saw what happened earlier with Dr. Special Energy. Like J Sarge is a tough nut to crack.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, but J Sarge has a bit of a bad exit, and Hook is right at the back of him.
Yeah, he is. I think he's probably going to have to wait until the DRS straight to get something done.
Yeah. Can we make a move in the final sector? No, we can't. Yeah, but back in the front, I think you were right when you said Martin is still just 6 tenths behind Rage, and the Rage looks like he's dropping it slightly from Kelvin, and he's going to be outside DRS. We have the 2 racing points also fighting. I think Sarge just made a move on Cogs, so Sarge. Yeah, it hasn't been the Mercs day today as well.
But he's closing right up on Rage. Whereas that free car train for P5 continues.
Yeah, is that the Ryan Van Doom? Yeah, it looks like it's Ryan Van Doom.
Don't count out Iraj in any of this.
Yeah, I mean we've seen the Alpha Tauris. They had the rapid pace in qualifying, so we know they have a good pace. So yeah, it's going to be a question of can they get past all the drivers, because if it's going to be a DRS train, that's going to make it quite difficult for the guys to overtake. It's Cookie again, just can't manage to get past J Sarge, but I think where DRS will be enabled now, so the opportunities will come. He just needs to be patient and pick his moment.
Ooh, J Sarge got real tail happy into turn 1, but he caught it really well. But as a consequence of it, Hooky is right on his tail. I don't think he's going to show him any mercy at all, as both drivers though have DRS.
Oh, he goes wide again.
Oh, Hooky trying to go around the outside.
outside.
Oh, contact between the two!
Oh. Looks like he isn't damaged for Hooky, which is fortunate, but yeah, it seems like it's really getting argy-bargy now between the two drivers.
Just kind of close up. I think he's probably thinking if these two want to end up messing up.
Oh, Rage.
Oh, that's a big blow for Rage Hunter.
Oh, that's going to cost him towards the end of the
bad exit from Hooky. And he's still going to have DRS though. As Iraj goes through, but is Sarge going to follow through as well? No, he's not. Hooky goes very wide. Another 3-second penalty for Hooky. Oh, he got real tail happy behind. Wow.
And Sarge is right at the back of him. Look at Sarge. Sarge might make a move coming up in turn 1 even.
Yeah. Oh! Contact with Hooky! He's off the track! Oh, he hits the wall and he's out!
Oh.
Safety car is out! Oh! This blows it wide open!
Oh.
Do you think the top 3 would be better off putting on softs or just that they may as well just stay out? Deary me!
Oh, that's so unlucky for Hooky. He lost a few positions. Yeah, he was on the back of J Sarge and it was looking like he was going to make the move and then just made a mistake, and then that's so unlucky for him.
And Sarge got by him. Obviously, Hooky tried to defend his corner, made contact with him, goes off. Whoa, that's going to be interesting to see what happens in the stewards.
Yeah, I don't think you can blame. I think Sarge is just taking the racing line. In my opinion, I think Hooky maybe should have just backed off there and tried to get him to the next DRS straight. But I think Hooky's head must have gone a little bit, because I mean he dropped a few places in a few corners. So just really unlucky for Hooky. Kelvin does a bit of a dummy. Going to the pits.
Very deceptive from Calvin.
Yeah.
Looks like Cogs is going to come in.
Yeah, Cogs in.
Yeah. And Cogs and Pat come in as well.
Yeah, looks like a few drivers. I think the guys towards the back, I think they have nothing to lose, so
Yeah.
I think they might as well go in and go on the softs.
Yeah. Oh, Vladimir, drive-through penalty for him.
Ah, no. That just hasn't been emerged
this race. As we're going to take a look at the penalties now. Rage Hunter on 3. This could be a massive blow if Martin gets another good restart. J Sarge on 6. iReg on 3 seconds. Oliver on 9. Janeji on 10. The Spit Dog on 6 seconds, and the Vladimir with a drive-through. Gogs on 3, and Consultant Pat on 6 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah, I think the drivers are going to have to be really careful now in this restart, because that's normally when you get your warnings after a safety car restart. So the likes of Martin on 2 warnings,
yeah,
he's going to have to be careful. But I think the safety car just threw the race wide open. It's really anyone now to call.
Yeah.
Looks like the safety car's going to be doing another lap, it seems. I think if Calvin can get another good restart and pull a bit of a gap, I think I think he's definitely he has to be the favorite to win. But could we see Martin maybe making a move on Rage? I mean, we saw
maybe
he was right at the back of Rage the whole time. Quick look at which drivers gain the most position. Looks like J Sarge gained 10, and Sarge after that drive-through penalty gains 11th position. So it's a good recovery drive from the Racing Point driver. I think it's going to be hard for the likes of the guys on hard tires like J Sarge and Sky Adams to keep the other guys behind them. iReg on fresh mediums, and even Sarge. I mean, those softs are 8 laps old, but 2 of those laps are on the safety car, so there will be some life in those tires.
Yeah, that is true. Doubt the softs are going to last for very long.
Yeah, I think that those last few laps are going to be quite difficult for the soft runners, guys.
Yeah. I mean, except that those who have come into the pits, I think if they end up having the pace, they could easily just pick these guys off one by one.
Yeah, especially if he can get a good restart. Like he can easily get some good points today. So
I think
gonna be a good restart.
Yeah, safety car is in this lap. Can Rage Hunter learn from his mistake in the first restart and get onto Calvin's tail, or will he repeat his mistake and Martin close up on him? It's going to be a very hard one to predict this. The whole field bunched up together. Another great restart from Calvin. Oh!
Oh, Rage just won.
Rage has lost it! Massive disaster for Rage Hunter. The championship leader is just capitulated on that restart.
And Sky Adams taking as well. Rage, this absolute disaster for Rage in the restart.
Oh, it was. The Slayer 5-second penalty for ignoring the yellow flag. But, hold on, has Ryan Bandon got... Oh, he's got another 5-second penalty. I think that's going to be taken off by the stewards. But with clean air. I think Calvin can flush, but Martin, big blow for him. 3-second penalty as well. So many of these drivers getting penalties.
Yeah, Ryan Van Doom and J Sarge battling. Ryan Van Doom been defending just brilliantly all race and keeping onto that position.
Yeah, it's been brilliant from Ryan.
Yeah, but look how tight it is here from Ryan down.
And Martin has got a lot of penalties. There's another safety car out.
What's happening then?
What's happened now? What has actually warranted the safety car to come out?
I can't see anyone.
No, neither can I. That's really strange.
Someone had damage maybe? That usually can be. Oh, but that's
just... Galvin did the dummy again.
That was really a disaster for Rage now.
Yeah,
after that,
big blow for Rage. I think.
Yeah, I think so. Calvin. I think Calvin caught the Rage napping a bit at the restart, and I think Rage must have just wanted to. I think he was just too eager to claw back time and get a bit of a gap, especially with Martin behind him. And yeah, I think he just lost it, and I mean that's really the worst place you want to be losing it after safety car restart. But I mean, for Calvin, that was just, that was the best restart you can hope for. And I mean, Martin having a penalty now as well. I think Calvin, as long as he keeps it clean and avoids the penalties, I think he's looking good for the win today. Yeah, looks like it's a harsh win today, which I mean none of us could have seen coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be a dramatic finish nonetheless. Now that he has a car ahead of him, can Martin actually put up a challenge for this race win? But the problem is, Calvin has no penalties whatsoever, so it's going to be all about keeping in range of him if Calvin slips up.
Yeah, you know, Martin has good pace and he can definitely match Calvin. But that penalty really is going to hinder him now. So just looking at the field, so I think it's Calvin, Sarge in P7, and then Mad G in P14. Those are the only guys without penalties. So I think they could actually benefit massively from this late safety car.
Yeah.
A few guys I did see got the 5-second penalties, so but I think that will be removed because that was when there was a yellow flag out. I mean, I don't think there was anything they could really do about that.
Yeah. 3 laps to go. I don't think we're going to have enough time to pull off a well, for a direct fight with DRS, but
yeah, I mean, it's been a race full of events, so I think this last 2 laps is just going to be absolute chaos.
Yeah.
Just a quick note on fastest lap, that looks like it's Calvin's currently sitting with the fastest lap, so with a 1:27.5. So I think that will be an extra point for Calvin as well, which will definitely help in the driver standings.
Yeah. I think this has got to be one of the most intense restarts we've had all season. safety car is in this lap. Can Martin do what Rage didn't do? And that is get a good restart and close up onto the back of Calvin.
Calvin's got a
fantastic restart.
Yeah, Calvin's restart has just been superb.
Irish 3-second penalty, that could prove costly for him.
J Sarge on the back of Right Van Doom. Was a bit of contact.
Oh, he goes wide! J Sarge gets the move done, and Irish goes round the outside of the Williams. What a disastrous restart for Ryan Van Doom, who's done so brilliantly all race.
Yeah, Rage takes him as well. I think there was a bit of contact from Irish and...
Oliver gets back into Ryan Van Doom! Oh no! I feel bad for him. I feel so sorry for Ryan Van Doom, I really do, because he had a fantastic qualifying, was doing brilliant in the race. Oh, he spun it. Massive shame. I think this can get pretty heated in the stewards after this race, because this race has been so controversial.
Yeah. It's so unlucky. He drove such a great race, was so good defending throughout the whole race, and just so unlucky at it.
Yeah.
And
Oliver's retired in the pit.
Oliver's retired as... Oh, no.
Oh, mate.
Yo, I tell you, goes out to those guys. They drove such a good race.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's league racing can really be cruel sometimes, but...
Yeah, it can.
It
happens to all of us as well.
Yeah.
Now, Rage on the back of Sarge. It's the final lap of this race. And Calvin, to no one's surprise, has already pulled up another big lead. This has been an absolutely dominant race from Calvin from start to finish. And I think with Rage Hunter down in 7th, I think that should put him in the lead of the championship, because he's only 12 points behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. I think with Rage Hunter in 7th, I think that's going to keep him in the lead and put him in the lead of the championship. And that is going to happen today as Calvin, comes across the line, coming across the last two corners to across the line to win the British Grand Prix and take the lead of the championship. Calvin wins the British Grand Prix with Martin in 2nd, the Slayer in 3rd, Irish in 4th, Sarge up into 3rd. The Slayer in 4th, Rage Hunter in 5th, Maggie in 6th, Irish in 7th, Gods and Scar Adams take home points finishes with J Sarge in 10th, Sozenpat in 11th, the Spit Dog in 12th, Janetti in 14th, Ryan Van Doom heartbreakingly in P14, Vladimir in P15, and that is the full result for this race. If you can get the top 3 in.
Yep. I'll do that too long, mate.
Feel free to do so.
Oh, what a race.
Wow. What a race.
Yeah.
It's one of the most controversial of the season.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be some heated words coming in the stewards room afterwards, I think.
Yeah. Now, here's the full result. Calvin taking home the win. Martin and Sarge taking home, occupying the podium places. The Slayer in 4th, Rage Hunter in 5th, Maggie in 6th, iReg in 7th, Gogs in 8th, Sky Adams in 9th, J Sarge in 10th, Pat in 13th, Spit Dog in 14th, in 12th, Soft Panel, I'm sorry. Janeji in 13th, Ryan Van Doom 14th, with Vladimir 15th, and retirees who've got SFR Oliver, Hookie, Zander, Dr. Special Energy, and Bossy Gaming.
Sure.
What a race.
Yeah. Fair play to Calvin, I mean.
Yeah.
Fair play to Calvin.
Guys,
I'm getting in. Can you get Calvin in? Doesn't want me add him for some reason.
Yeah. Let me do that. Right, let me get the top 3 in. Oh, Calvin's in. Oh.
I think we just done Martin.
Yeah. Have you got him in yet, or do you want me to help out?
Yeah, send him an invite, I don't know. I think we're still waiting on him.
Yeah. Oh, he's in. We have the top 3 in. Now, starting off with Calvin. What a dominant drive from start to finish.
Oh, thank you, mate. Oh, it could not be better. What a race. Over the moon for that. Really wanted to win that one, so. Start to finish as well. Could not have gone any better.
Yeah. Yeah, you were superb tonight. And I'd like to talk to you about the 2 restarts. Did you expect Rage Hunter to get it so wrong on 2 of them?
I don't really know what to answer for that, because I mean, like, yeah, it's a difficult one, because I mean, it's just purely about reactions. Like, I always try and just time my restarts whenever I can see most of the people stop on their cars. And I tend to be pretty good at the safety car restarts. I mean, I had a similar type one at Baku when I won there as well. Just the safety car restarts was a massive part of that, and it's been a big part of it again today.
Yeah, really good. Now, with that win, I think that puts you into the championship lead. Congratulations!
Oh, it's about time. All season been just on the back of Shane. Nice to actually get ahead now. Getting that fastest lap again on the last lap as well. That extra point, all I need there.
Nadeem, any questions?
Yeah, no, just firstly congrats on the win, but it's just a great race, and especially on those 2 restarts, I think creating that gap was, I think that put you in a really good position with the win. How was it for you? Like, I know it was a win start from start to finish, but inside, I know it's not always as comfortable as it looks on the outside. So how was it for you, especially at first stint when the Rage was on the back of you, like basically the whole first stint? So how was that in particular for you?
Well, I'm not sure if you guys covered it on the stream, but I very nearly had a moment of a massive issue there. Basically, going around cops and it just snapped backwards, and I was pointing straight at a wall, briefly, full out. Managed to catch that and just stay ahead of Shane. So I mean, it was nerve-wracking. Shane's a fast driver. We've been pushing each other all season, so I was expecting a fight. I mean, he put in one hell of a lap in quality, and that's the one time I've got a better start than he has in the race, and that in the end has just been one of the biggest things with the motor. It's just that start got me going perfectly the way I needed it to be.
Yeah. Now, going into Hungary next week, how are you feeling going into there?
I'm not as confident about Hungary as I was tonight. It's not my best track, it's not my fastest track. I know Shane is a bit of a master at Hungary.
Yeah.
So I know to expect a big fight. I'm going to have to put the hours in on practice because I'd like to hold on to the championship lead for more than a week. So I'd like to make sure I can fight him well, and the same with Martin. Can I have a race again? It's not just me and Shane. For all we've had the results where we've managed to get a bit of a gap. You look at some of the other drivers in this division, like you got Martin, who is he's been there.
Yeah.
He's been not quite there with us, but he's been just on the back all season. There's every chance something could happen where he ends up being, our last couple of races of the season being involved in the title fight. It's still open now, and if me and Shane keep having fights like we're going to keep having, anything can happen in the end. So just gotta wait and see.
Martin.
Hey man.
Congrats on the podium. 2 podiums in a row for you now. How would you say this race has gone for you as a whole?
After quality, I think I'm just happy with the result in the race. So, quite a weird one. I didn't have the best quality. For some reason, I could not get the first sector right at all. I kept losing. I had another two tenths in the first sector that I just couldn't put together. So I started in I can't remember 7th or 8th or something like that. And then I actually got a really good start. I ended up behind Hookie straight away after the first 2 corners or something like that. And I think he felt that I was a little bit faster than him, so he yielded his position for me, which let me crack on and get behind the Slayer. And then got a bit of luck with the safety car. I think the Slayer probably would have come out in front of me if it had been a normal pit stop rotation. And then obviously, the 2 safety car restarts that gave me an extra place. So I don't know whether I would have been able to stay with Rage. He had a 3-second penalty.
He did.
And I was being really cautious, and then I saw the Slayer had a 5 seconds, so I was like, okay, I'll just try and push and stay with Calvin, which was stupid because I just can't do that. But I think Rage got caught out at the 2nd safety car restart because I had a run on him, but I had to yield it obviously because we hadn't passed the line yet, and then I don't know if he was just under a bit of pressure from that and that's what caused his spin, or I don't know what caused it, but just glad that I never hit him because I was right behind him, so I managed to avoid him.
Take us through the 2 restarts. How did you expect your restarts to be? Did you expect to be on the back of Rage on both restarts?
So there's not a long runoff. There's not a real scope for when you can go early there. There's only a 50-yard dash to the 2 right-handers, so it's going to be somewhere in there. After the first safety car restart, I was actually surprised I was able to sit in Rage's DRS and follow him round. I was quite comfortable there. I still had a warning in my pocket. I would have been happy if the race just went to the end there. And I would have got P2 then, but obviously it didn't work out like that. Safety car came back out, and then obviously what happened. So, I don't know. I honestly, after watching quali, I thought that Rage would have ran away with it today. He was half a second quicker than everyone, so I never saw that lap coming. But we'll wait and see how the rest of the season goes.
Yeah, that 2nd place, I think, gives you a bit of distance over the Slayer and Dr. Special Energy, who retired from this race. What does that do for you? And I mean, you've still got an outside chance of the title, but do you think you can get into winning ways soon enough, or be focusing on third?
I'm not even focusing on the championship standings anymore. I'm just going to go out and try and do the best I can. I've already resigned to the fact that I won't be winning it because Calvin and Shane are just too quick. Especially at some of the tracks coming up. I know that they both love Japan and things like that. Spa, they're really quick there. Calvin already said Hungary is really quick. Shane's really quick there. So yeah, P3. I think if I get P3, I'll take that and be happy. I do think the Slayer will overtake me on positions though. He got a 5-second penalty for Shane's spin, and I think that'll get removed, which will put him up into P2 maybe. So. But I don't think I've created a gap to the Slayer today. But we'll wait and see. Still a long way to go. We're only halfway through the season, so a lot of races still to go. I did say, last week I was asked, what I'm going to do, and I did say, I'm just going to try and be a complete menace, and try and get involved in amongst the Hassies as best as I can.
Yeah.
Not in a negative manner, just to be involved in it and have a lot of good racing and things like that. And I managed to do that today. So I always feel as if as long as I'm gaining on one of the Haas every race, then there's a chance that I'll keep taking points off the lead. Because I think Calvin and Shane will keep swapping positions the whole season. So if I manage to beat at least one of the Haas every week, then they'll be making inroads in the points gap.
Sarge? I mean, Martin, Nadeem, any questions for Martin before we move on to Sarge?
Yeah, no. Firstly, just congrats on the drive. But I think, as you said, the quali wasn't as well as it didn't go as well as you hoped. But I think you showed a really good race pace, especially when you were keeping up with Calvin and at the back of the Rachel. Do you think maybe if you could start a bit higher, going in the future races, you could really be up there and be challenging and fighting for the wins?
Yeah, I know where you're coming from.
Because the race pace was definitely there.
My setups that I'm using are designed for the race, so they're not always the quickest in quali. I did have another setup that I was playing with during the week, which was a lot quicker in quali, but when it came to race pace, it just wasn't quite there. So I decided to go with the race pace one because I feel more comfortable overtaking people on track than having to defend positions all the time. So I'd rather be on defensive than the defensive, so I always go with the race pace setup over the quali one. So it would be good to be able to find a middle ground where it's fast in quali and the race, but some tracks it's just not possible,
but nevertheless, I think it was congrats. I think it was a good, I wouldn't say comeback, but you did start a few places down and you made good places up. So just well done the result, and hopefully there'll be some good results more to come in the future.
Thanks, buddy.
Sarge.
Hello.
Congrats on the P3. Were you expecting the race to come down like that after the start?
Well, I jumped the start and then I spun. No, I was expecting to win the race after that. No, obviously, I'm really, really happy. The safety car saved my ass today.
I mean, what would you say went wrong? I mean, you've obviously had that bad start. I mean, did you think that was your race over, or did you think just try and turn it around?
I don't think it was. After the start, I didn't think it was totally over because I was still catching the pack ahead of me. I was only 10 seconds behind at one point, and I was like, we can get low end of the points. And then I was battling with the new Ferrari guy, and I spun into Beckett's. And then after that, I thought this might be a little bit more tricky, but I just kept pushing and never give up. And here we are.
Yeah, I think that result, I think, takes you up to 40 points, which puts you in range of the top 10. What is your what is your aim going into Hungary next week?
top 20.
Not a good track for you.
I think I'll struggle. Yeah, I've been struggling a lot the last couple of races, and I think Hungary will be another one where I struggle.
Yeah. Nadeem, any questions before we end?
Yeah, no, just congrats. Well done to you, so buddy. I think it was a great recovery drive. Like we saw the drive through at the beginning, and obviously when you see that, you're not. It's always going to be difficult from there. But obviously the safety cars did help you out quite a bit. I did notice you went on the softs with about 13 laps to go. So was that? Were you confident that the softs would last that long? Because obviously the second safety car did help the tires a bit, but obviously when you're going on that early, it is a bit of a gamble. So did you think you're just going to try and make as much places up as you can, and then maybe hold on from there?
I think one annoying thing about this track is that the pit stop time is too long. So they need to increase the speed in the pit lane so a two-stop is possible around here. I was already on the medium, so I could have gone on the hard where I would have just been slow, or I could put the soft on and take the risk. And I think I would have got them to the end, but I think my plan was to push through and kind of hold off on the end with people with penalties, but it worked out. The penalties definitely helped me out. The last safety car restart, though, the temperature had gone from the softs, and I just about kept Rage Hunter behind, but yeah, it worked out in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a good goal.
Yeah.
The soft tyres could do like 11 laps after quali, so they could definitely do 13 laps in the end stint, I think.
I put them on. I put them on lap 11. So yeah.
Oh right, okay, lap 11. That's a bit.
Yeah, that was pushing it, but I think you made the right call in the end, because I mean the safety cars was a bit chaotic. I mean, me and Tom were struggling to keep up at times with all the action.
I think the hards would have got to the end, but there's. At that point, I had nothing to lose, and I was like, I'm either going to come 12th or second, so what do you go for? So,
Yeah. No, but congrats on the recovery drive. It must have been a difficult one, but yeah, you drove really well, and you kept it clean, so well done, bud.
Thank you.
All right, I think that's going to be a wrap on GP3 this week. Guys, congrats for the top three. Nadeem, thank you for standing in for Dan this week.
Thanks, man. Pleasure is all mine, buddy.
Thanks for the comms, guys.
No problem.
No worries, buddy.
Ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed that, do leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you can check out all the action across SFR and all 4 divisions. And be sure to follow us on social media. Find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And if you're looking to join the league, you should be able to head over to Gridfinder and you'll see our page there. But until Hungary next week, this is Shadow Lancer 29. Anyone who stands in for Energy Dan, or anyone who stands in for Energy Dan while he's away, and the worldwide celebration that is GP3, signing off.